Hello, I'm George Gonzalez. I'm a game developer and I'm obsessed with making games. I've been making games for the past 8 years. I want to help developers actually gain experience, level up, and actually finish their games and be successful. I'm going to start a series where every Thursday I will launch a video on how to level up. The first few videos will just describe what I think you need to do as a developer to level up to the next level. So we'll go from level zero, from nothing, all the way to owning your own company, your own studio, and what it takes to be successful, how to be a good leader, and all that. And you can take it as far as you want. The main issue is finishing your games. If you can finish games, you will gain so much experience and you'll be able to level up. But that's why I'm doing these videos to help you understand what is the next checkpoint. And how do I know this? Well, I've been making games since I graduated, even before I graduated. Knockback is a project I worked on as a student. I was a director and a VFX artist. It was made in Unreal Engine 4 back in 2016. It took a year to make, and it was a team of 25 students, and we worked on this on our extra time outside of school hours, and we just put in extra and extra hours. So even from the time I was in university, I was able to understand the concept of hard work. Um, and then I made a bunch of apps and other games. I've done Unreal, Unity, single player, multiplayer. I've done PC, PC VR, VR standalone, I've done mobile in Google Play, in Apple Store. I've dealt with all kinds of publishing, dealing with publishers, and interacting with players and getting feedback. Sail was one of the main projects that helped me get started in actually making games that I really enjoyed. Because for a long time I was freelancing, I was trying to make an income, and finally Sail was the game that I broke through about 4 or 5 years ago. Um, and it was a great experience. I helped with the development of a single player, and they're still working on the multiplayer now, another team. And then Monkey Do, after Sail, Monkey Do was started with 2 developers and a few artists. So I've dealt with all of it, from back end, front end, UI, all kinds of things, in-app purchases, monetization, free-to-play titles, how to deal with that, and we learned a lot. And then in Cactus Jam, this game started with 1 developer from beginning until launch. And so we're in right now. Cactus Jam is in beta, and now we have 2 developers, me and another person. And so I've done a lot of work, and even now I know what it takes to finish a game. Now I'm working on my own game called Magic Hunters on top of my extra time. So I'm working on Cactus Jam on my day job, and I'm working on my own title and my own studio on the side. And so today I want to talk about how do you get started? You are a brand new beginner. I'm going to do every video. Today we're going to talk about from level 0 to level 1. And next week we'll talk about from level 1 to level 2. But this is great for any level player, because a lot of times there's misconceptions. And we'll talk about in detail. But for now, what does it take to become a level 1 developer? How do you level up? You start by picking an engine of your choice and a platform to publish in. So what is that? You have options: Unity, Unreal, Godot. You have other engines. You can do it on your own without an engine. Um, you can build your own engine. That's up to you. Whatever field you want to go into. This is kind of, if you're thinking of Dungeons and Dragons or RPG games and all that, think of it as the class. When you make a new character, you start with a class and an expertise, and you have certain talents and skills. But you start at level 0. And so every time you choose an engine to start that you've never used before, you start at level 0. And so how do you level up? After you pick the platform, right, like your class, the engine and the platform, you are ready to start your adventure. And so if it's Unity, it doesn't matter. And if you don't know, instead of asking people, my advice is to just try it. Grab a sample project, publish it in the field. Let's say I want to do mobile games, and I don't know if to use Unity or Unreal. Well, go to Unreal, Google how to make a game, grab your phone, and then build to your phone. What does it take from Unreal to your phone? What does it take from Unity to your phone? And do it. And then do it with both if you're not sure. Now, once you pick that, then build. Like I said, build to that device. Grab a sample project and build. That is your level 1. Level 1 is someone that has experience that has chosen an engine, a platform, and has made a build to that device, whether it's PC, mobile, VR, whatever it is. Do not dabble in clicking and making worlds until you actually know how to build. Once you do that, you have an understanding of the pipeline for your adventure, right? You are a level 1 Unity developer or a level 1 Unreal Engine developer that develops games for mobile or PC. So think about your future goals. What do you want to do? As a developer, you want to make a studio. What kind of studio do you want to build? Do you want to make mobile games? Do you want to make PC games? And if you want to build multiple games from cross platforms and other things, then maybe start with Steam, and then learn how to cross platform later. But figure out if you're going to do Unity or Unreal or Godot. I know, for example, Sony. When we talk to their they have a help team that helps you in case you have questions with porting to PlayStation. And one of the things that they said, at least for PSVR, was that Unity was much easier to work with to figure out for porting over to PlayStation, PSVR 2 for us. PSVR or PSVR 2, whatever it is at the time. Maybe by then it's PSVR 3 or whatever. But that was something they said. And so as you gain experience, you might be thinking about those things. But you can ask around to other developers. That's why I'm here. Level 1 is pick your engine, pick your platform, and get building. Build a sample. You don't have to make a game. You just grab a sample. Unity has samples. I'm sure Unreal has samples too. You grab the sample project and you figure out Google how to build game on X engine to X platform. Okay, do that. And if you want more help on these specifics, I have a community called Endgame Devs where I help people one-on-one. As a community, we are building to help each other and help us be successful in whatever our end goals are. So we'll see you next week, and we'll talk about how to get from level 1 to level 2.